What is going on? Hey everybody, this is Striker. Welcoming you to episode number 228 here of the Minecraft Let's Play, episode 28 of the Nomad Trials. If you missed the past couple of episodes, we are all diamond clad, we've got our tools all figured out, and we have been hard at work. Alright, boom! First off, let's talk about this. So, this is different. All of my chests are gone. This wall that had my my furnaces and my chests and crafting bench is gone. And now I have an extended wheat farm. So we're getting the water off of the well, and it's got, there we go, a pretty cool little pattern to it and everything like that. You know, it's not a straight field. So that's pretty awesome. But yeah, this is the original well, the actual center point of our entire castle. So it's cool. This is going to be like our little agricultural center. And if it comes down to it, we can always like section off, like, you know, this will be potatoes, this will be carrots, this will be wheat, and then over there could be like melons or something. But you know what I mean? It's pretty dope. It's pretty cool. It's pretty different. But yeah, like I said, all the stuff from over here is gone. I did move a couple of crafting benches over here just because I didn't know what else to do with them. So now they're part of my bookcases, which is fine. This whole thing right here is going to move to either up there or up there. Actually, it'll be like up there or up there. It's not going to be all the way at the top because those are the lookout towers. So this whole enchanting situation is going to be up in one of the towers, in one of the big rooms, like in the middle of the tower that goes through the walls, right? Okay. Second, I have fixed all the walls. They are now all fixed. All of them have gotten rid of the second layer of stuff, even the ones down here. And if you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, I had this entire pattern here on the outside rim duplicated, so this went back one, that went back one, and everything like that, so it caused a bunch of lighting glitches. Well, now I've got a torch down in the corner, and two torches down in the middle blocks, and then same thing, torch in the corner. That illuminates all of this. It shows us the wood color and the cherry color and everything like that. So all of the walls are fixed inside and out, and because of that, I have an absolute butt-ton of sandstone stairs that I have no idea what I'm going to do with. So I'll have to figure that bad boy out. But outside of this changing, right, I'm waiting for like these last three things to grow. These two haven't grown at all, and then this one won't grow either. And it's been like this for like, I don't know, 5 or 6 Minecraft days. Also, you'll notice that my bed is no longer here. It was like right here, right? It's not over here anymore. It is now into the King's Corners. Now I have it, or quarters rather, not corners, quarters. So I haven't been able to build up the King's Quarters just yet, but the bed goes in here eventually. And I also forgot and reminded myself the other day that if you jump on beds, they actually are bouncy, which is pretty cool. I also managed to put a torch up top there. You can see the little, what is it, wisp? The wisp of smoke that comes up and over. I put it up there because there's a light level of 7 on the top of that block, and I really didn't want to run in here and have a creeper fall on my head, which did happen in the cow farm. You might be asking yourself, why do I have this monstrosity right here in the middle of everything? Well, this is my mining hall that I haven't broken yet. All the times that I was underground doing the strip mining and stuff, grabbing materials to make the stone bricks, or anything, right? Anytime I had materials, I've had this Silk Touch pickaxe, which, by the way, I did have to repair. So, this is what we have left. This is all of the massive amounts of coal and redstone. The lapis I think I broke on camera to get a couple levels, as well as I needed it to enchant some items. So this is gonna give me like, I don't know, if we're using the Fortune 3 pickaxe, just this coal alone is probably gonna give me like 20 stacks of coal. Because on its own, I think, I could probably do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10 full layers. And it's what, a 6 by 10? 6 by 10, so there's 60 per level, so 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, 420, 540. Yeah, so we're looking at 600, so that's 10 stacks, basically, of coal blocks. So that's obviously going to give me at least 20 full stacks of coal, maybe more. But anyways, enough about that. We will be breaking some of this at some point in time. But what I did want to show you, I'll actually wait. No, let's do it now. Okay, so I've been hard at work at this area, and you can see that a lot of these blocks are a little bit different now. There's a little bit more exposed. This whole row used to be sand and everything like that, but let me show you the inside, because this has been my work child. This is what I did. It was a couple nights ago. I was like, you know what, I'm not tired. I'm gonna go and make my storage room. This is like 8 hours of work, alright? So let me just do a quick run through of everything in here, right? You can just see what's going on, and then we'll talk about it in more detail. Okay, so first off, I went ahead with these chiseled stone bricks. I went ahead with these because we never have used them in anything ever. So I wanted to incorporate it here, and I thought that it looked really cool to support, kind of like, you know, it's like the cement, and then they pattern the cement so it looks cool, and that's what supports the beam, right? So we've got a couple of beams here that have the interlocking pieces together. It's kind of like that whole ancient Chinese architecture where like things like turn and fit and click into place. Well, that's what we did here and here. And then on the inside, we have the same idea, except these actually do connect, which is cool. So we've got all of this. I did a runner of wood around the outside, and anytime there was a break in the stone, I went ahead and put a cherry accent in it. So there's a break in the stone, cherry accents. Cherry accent. And I didn't do one here, even though there is a break in the stone, because it fit with this wall much better if I did this. And not the second one here. So that, you know, it's that way. Okay. Other thing is we have chests for every material I had around here, with plenty of room for expansion. So we can obviously put a bunch of chests here, some up here, even into here. We've got some more room down here. We can put some up in the wall over here, over there, up here. I mean, we've got plenty of room if I ever need to make another chest. So I have been labeling them with item frames. I figured it was better than the signs, because why not? We've used signs before, but I like the item frames, at least for this area, because it adds more little bits of detail, you know? And now that I have a computer that can handle it, I mean, I'm still getting 130 frames. That's pretty awesome, right? Okay, so this is a wood chest, and we've got our sandstone chest, or sand chest, just all of that together. We also have our obsidian chest, which will have our nether rack or other nether items in it. We've got an animal chest full of animal drops, blocks, and other things. This is my miscellaneous chest, because we did have a couple of CDs, and then we've got a couple of pieces of rail, and then my extra item frames, and then that Curse of Binding, or Vanishing, not Binding, Curse of Vanishing book, so that's in there as well. We obviously have our coal, gold, and iron chest, so notice how it's kind of like a focal point over here. All of this stuff is like right here screaming for, hey, give me attention, right? Because this is our valuables, right? But even more valuable would be the things that are hidden here in our little shelving system. We got our diamonds and our emeralds. I literally only have one emerald, so we're just kind of stuck with what we got there. We got our tools, weapons, and golden apples. These are, you know, like miscellaneous tools, but they really don't go anywhere else. All of the bows that we had or had enchanted, my other sword, which is the same sword as this, just one less level of sharpness. So I went out with this one for now. Got that extra axe, and then everything else. This is our armor chest, but it's going to be pretty much for the most part empty. I got my fancy pants in there, my fancy gold pants, my fancy pants. But it's pretty much empty because all of the armor, I'm housing it downstairs in the zombie XP farm. We've got horse-related items, basically all of the armor, name tags, and saddles. I'll also put leads in here if I ever make any. We've got our organics chest, so it's full of all sorts of organics, as well as a hoe for farming. And then this is our leaves and trees chest. We've got our redstone chest, which will house all of the redstone-related items as well, which technically, if you go under the redstone tab, iron doors are in the redstone tab, powered rail is in the redstone tab, but those are more of a miscellaneous in my opinion. I get that they're both powered by redstone, but, you know, torches, buttons, levers, the pistons, droppers, observers, that kind of stuff is going to be in here. Then we have our lapis. We've got all of our stone blocks, so we've got all of the underground blocks, we've got stone. I do have one single lone piece of cobblestone, which is actually kind of funny. All of my stone bricks, and then moss stone. Then we have our dirt chest, which most likely around this area, because we're in such a desert area, we're not going to have a whole lot of dirt or gravel. Flint also goes with gravel, obviously, so this chest shouldn't ever need to be full, but if it does, I can move this guy over here and then expand the chest there with a trap chest. We've got skeleton-based loot, we've got spider-based loot, zombies, gunpowder from creepers, and then ender pearls and slime balls. I just like the slime ball better. Now you might be wondering, why the heck do I have all of these thingies? These armor stands, that's what I was looking for. So, the reason is, we're kind of going with, I guess the appropriate way of survival. So the people here, imagine this is an actual village. Did this stuff broke, or is it glitched? That grew. Okay, cool, it's not glitched. Anyways, so the people that'll live here in this castle, mind you, it's not a gigantic castle, but it is pretty big. It can house quite a bit of people, right? So these people sometimes will have some crusades that they have to take care of here along the shore. They've got a boat of bandits that come in and jump out and try to steal all their loot, plunder all of their farming, take all of their resources, you know, stuff like that. So, this is all of the battle loot that is ready to go at any given moment in case there are invaders, attackers, or anything of the sort. So we've got a bunch of random sets of armor. I tried to spread it out as best as possible. I started out with just a couple. There's one here and one here, and that was it. But then I was like, you know what, there's all this extra space, and what's really cool about armor stands is they follow the rules of gravity. So technically, this is taking up part of this block, right? So this is the bottom, what is it, eighth? I think it's the bottom eighth of this block, or fourth. It might be a quarter. I don't know. We'll call it a quarter. So this is the bottom quarter of this block, right? But this can sit on top of it as long as you place it up here and it falls down. It also retains all of its normal physical properties. Oh, I can't jump up on here, right? I mean, I can walk through it and push it around and stuff and it won't move. So they obey gravity, which is really cool because they can sit on top of things like chests or all of the, whatchamacallums? Trapdoors, there we go, trapdoors. They can sit inside of them, on top of them, around them, and you can put all sorts of details with them. So, we have a bunch of random sets of armor. Then we also have this full enchanted chain armor over here. We've got a mostly iron suit, so it's iron except for the boots. And then we've got a full leather suit over here. Then everything else is pretty much like, just random bits and pieces of extra armor that I had underground. So we've got a bunch of gold over here with a leather chest piece. We've got 2 leather pieces and a chain piece. We've got gold, 2 golds and an iron. So I mean, there's all over the place. So these are like the commanders. So like this would probably be your captain because he's in the strongest armor. Then this would be like his lieutenant, and then this would be what's under a lieutenant. His homie. You know, I don't know the military ranks all that well. I apologize for that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this would be the dude that's in charge of everything. So he would jump up here. And jump up here. There we go. And grab his set of armor. And then, you know, the second guy in command would grab his armor and everything like that. And everybody else would come in and grab it. So, you might be wondering what these are. Just the random little bits of thingies here. So these are kind of like loot wraps kind of deal. These are the things that they use to like secure all their belongings, because with all the seawater potentially coming up through here and all the winds that could get whisked through here, they have to secure their items. So these are extra wraps for their items in which they can take off of the poles. So we've got a couple here, one up there, and then a couple extra over here, and secure the items. So notice how like all of them are kind of covered or secured. Same with the armor. This was the only one that actually ended up being like super exposed. And that's because if I put the trapdoors this way, it just kind of blocks everything and looks kind of ugly. So a lot of these things are inside of shelving units, or they're part of a compact storage system. So all of these items can't like run away, you know? You can't get a chest full of items blown away. I'm also going to put a couple other details in here, but for the most part, this is what I've been working on. We got a little bit of an intricate design going on here with the stone bricks and the walls, some stairs. Pretty much the same design as I did down underground with the zombie farm and everything like that, right? The stairs, the back one block. And if you noticed, pretty much every wall has some sort of hidden feature. The only ones that don't are the opening 2. So we got a brewing stand here. Unfortunately, I did lose my fuel because when you pick up a brewing stand, it doesn't give you back your whatchamacallit, blaze powder. Yeah! And we've got our anvil for repairs over here in case anyone ever needs to pound out an axe. They can always like take it out and set it down. You know, if this were real life, obviously it's Minecraft, you just pick it up. Then we have sets of furnaces back here and all of the walls that way. Bam. So we have all sorts of stuff that we can do here, obviously, as we come back from going down underground and mining, you know, fill iron, 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 and then you can put like gold, 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 gold. Bam, done. And then we also have the ender chest right here, which has an extra half a block of space because it can't open into a solid block. So all of my items in here are hidden, they're all incorporated, and then these crafting benches, I have thought about this. So I can either leave these here, or put the crafting benches into the wall, into the middle portions. So I'm not sure if I'm going to leave them here or leave one out here and put one into the wall just to keep going with this whole like things embedded kind of deal. Oh, also behind is some creeper stone, that chiseled sandstone. You can hardly tell on some of these, but anytime there's an indent, there is a creeper stone behind. Oh, you can't even see that one at all. I mean, there's a little line that's halfway through. So yeah, all of them have a chiseled sandstone, but anyways, that's what I've been up to. This is what I've been working on, and I'm glad to be able to show this to you and share this with you, because we're kind of like on our final legs here. We're about to be ready to take on the Ender Dragon. So what we need to do is we need to wrap up everything that we have here that's pending for the time being, and we need to get some setup going. So that will bring us to the end of this episode. I appreciate it if you guys are still here. I mean, I am super proud of all of the work that I was able to do back through here. So I mean, you know, shout out to me for that. I would love the support from you guys, but shout out to me. I'm pretty happy with this. So nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you all next time.